This is exactly how I make $175,000 every single month flipping raw, untouched land. You may have never done a deal, but you are serious about changing your life. Let me show you how I built a 7-figure land flipping business from a $0 start, without cold calling, without buying land, spending any money, and definitely without a real estate license or any experience. This is the step-by-step game plan to wholesale vacant land. So take notes, this could be the easiest way that you have your first $10,000 a month. So step number one is you need to find a hot market where builders are building houses and buying land. So you need to target the right markets. We only go where builders are putting up new homes. That's where demand is real. What are they building these houses on? Empty pieces of land, and you are going to be the one to bring it to them. So now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna open up my laptop. I'm gonna show you exactly step by step what you need to do to find the best markets in the world to do wholesale deals in. So make sure you're writing things down and you're actually taking notes. This is exactly what I do, exactly how I find my markets. I'm gonna show you right now. So we're over here, we are on Zillow.com. Okay, so all you need is Zillow.com to do market research, completely free. So here is exactly what you are going to be looking for. Number one, these are the filters that you need to put. So the first filter is going to be sold. We want to look for land that is selling, not for sale. We want to look at where has land sold. So sold, lots, and land right here. Click apply. And then here is the key. Scroll all the way down. Under more, last 90 days, okay? Select the last 90 days. The reasoning for that is we want to see a trend. We don't care about what happened 2 years ago. We want to know in the last 90 days, where is the most land selling? Where are they buying land? Where are they building houses? There's nothing more to it. So as you can see, all these yellow dots we have on the screen here indicate pieces of land being sold. So you want to zoom in and you want to find these clusters of, concentration, where there's a market specifically like this right here, where it's absolutely just popping off. So let's use this one here as an example. This is crazy. This is exactly what a good market looks like, exactly what you want to look for. Clearly, there is something going on in this area and you need to get a piece of the pie. So when I'm zooming through, we're just looking around, and sometimes it's even individual neighborhoods. Like this is a neighborhood right here on the top left. So you just need to familiarize yourself with each of these neighborhoods. Here's another one right here. So that's all you're doing. You're going through and you are simply looking for volume. Now, we found volume. There's a ton of land selling right here, but we need to make sure that it is builders buying the land. And you're going to make sure by seeing, are there houses being built? So we are going to change our filters up here a little bit. Instead of sold, we are going to look at for sale. Instead of home type, we're going to change that over to houses. Instead of lots and land, houses. And then under more, here is the key, everybody. Once again, we don't want to look at houses that were built 20 years ago and are going up for sale. We want to look brand new houses, new construction, just built. So it's 2025. We are going to put year built 2025. So now we're only working with houses that are brand new, that were just built, meaning the builder just bought the land, they just built the house, they're active, they are ready to pick up more lots and build more houses. And look at this right here. Just as I assumed, it's going absolutely crazy. Look at all these builders right here on the right. Tons of them, okay? Tons and tons of builders buying land and building houses. So that is all you need to look for when it comes to finding a market. I'm not gonna sit here all day and find 100 markets. That's your job. I just showed you how to do it. This is a perfect example of what hot markets that you want to do deals in will look like, just like this, okay? So tons of lots and land being sold and a ton of houses just like this being built. Nothing more to it, don't overcomplicate it, all right? There's a ton of demand and there's not that much supply because you cannot build more land. Now we are on to step number 2. You know how to find and pick a market. I recommend finding anywhere from 3 to 5 cities or markets, whatever you want to call them, to start in. Now, we need to start reaching out to sellers. That is step number 2, how to reach out to sellers and how to find these sellers. Now, you have 2 options, okay? The first option is using PropStream to create a list of empty, vacant pieces of land in these specific markets, or you're gonna have to cold call on market Zillow listings. Both work. This method right here with PropStream is obviously not free, so I'm going to show you this one quickly right here. So these are the filters you are going to put. All you need to do is obviously you're going to type in the city, whatever market you find, just type in the city. But these are the filters you are going to put on PropStream to build your list of sellers that own vacant land in whatever city it is. So I'm going to click filters on the top here. The first category is property details. All I want you to do, select vacant land. I personally like to select residential vacant land. I don't play with these filters much right here because I like to keep it broad so that I don't miss out on any potential deals. Now, number 2, MLS. No, that means the property is not on the market. It is not publicly for sale for the entire world to see. It is an off-market property. So when you bring this to a builder, they're not going to see it listed on the market. So they would not have been able to get this property otherwise, and that's why they need you. They need me. So MLS, no. And then the last one right here, owner information on the left. Now, here's the key. We don't want to speak to people that just purchased this property yesterday and that paid top dollar for it. We only want to speak to people that purchased these properties, these pieces of land a very long time ago. That means number 1, they've been paying taxes on it for years. Number 2, they have absolutely no type of use for it. And number 3, they probably didn't pay a lot of money for it if they bought it a long time ago. So I like to do 10 years minimum for years of ownership. So now you're only speaking to people that own empty pieces of land that a builder can build a house on, that have purchased the property 10 or more years ago, and it is not publicly listed on the market. This is your list right here. So those are the filters I would put. It would look a little bit different if I had a city typed in. Then you would just click view properties, add to list, download it, and that's it. Then once you download that list from PropStream, it's going to give you the list, but it's not going to give you the contact information of the people that own these empty pieces of land. So I would head over to a website called kindskiptracing.com. Again, this one's not free. I will show you how to do this for free. Do not worry. kindskiptracing.com. Kindskiptracing will give you all the phone numbers and contact information that you need to reach out to these sellers. So that's it. You would just upload it into kindskiptracing.com, and then here's where you have 2 different choices. You can either mass text that list using this website right here, smartercontact.com, which again, it costs money. You can mass text the list, or you can cold call the list. It is completely up to you. You either upload the list with the phone numbers into a dialer and you cold call, or you can text everybody using smartercontact.com. Now, if you are not able to afford those things, I will show you how to do this completely for free. So to do this for free, we're back to Zillow.com. All right, this is the same market that we just found 5 minutes ago. So we'll use this one as an example. We want to look and see what pieces of land are for sale. There's going to be a ton of it. So we're back for sale, home type, lots and land, and then we need to remove year built 2025, and now boom, there's going to be a ton of land for sale on the market. All these listings right here are available. It is completely free leads, completely free to call. Now, some builders may say, oh, this property's on the market, I'm not interested, because they can just call the listing themselves and make an offer. Now, if it's off market, it's a different story. It is your property that you have access to that they do not have access to. Now, again, some builders do not care if a property is listed on Zillow. It really depends. So here is what you will do when using Zillow. You have all these listings here, all this availability. You just want to pick the lots that are obviously within a reasonable price range, and you are going to do that by running comps, and that's it. So as you can see, we have listings here for a bunch of different prices. We need to look and we need to see what these properties are actually selling for so we know what prices to be at. This neighborhood is a little bit all over the place, obviously, so it's a little bit tougher and a little more complicated. This one's a little bit more firm. It looks like you could get anywhere from 35 to maybe 40,000 from a builder if you were able to get one of these under contract. So when I change to for sale, as you can see, there's not many listings available in the neighborhood except for this one. Now, if you were to call this one right here, you would simply tell the realtor, hey, I'm interested in this property. I have a land acquisitions company. I work with builders. I can put in an offer for $33,000 cash on this property and close in 30 days. So once they accept your offer for $33,000, you know that you can probably get anywhere from, this one's 48, but it's on the water. You could probably get around 40 grand for that property right there. Make a quick $4,000 to $5,000. Worst case, you'll probably get 37 or 38 for it. So that is exactly how you are going to source properties and reach out to sellers for free. Now, we need to talk about what are you going to say when you are speaking directly to sellers. This brings us to step number 4. We now know how to find the best areas to wholesale land in. We now know how to reach out to the sellers and what to say to the sellers. Now you have a signed contract. What are you going to do once you have a signed contract? You need to find somebody to buy that contract. I use Zillow.com for just about everything. Let's keep this very simple. Let's say the contract we have is for $30,000 and it's right here. The first thing I'm going to do is call every single realtor that sold these pieces of land right here and simply ask, are you or your buyer that you represented interested in picking up more pieces of land? That's it. So when you would click on the listing, you would open it up, you would just scroll down and boom, phone number right there. I would give them a call. Kurt, how are you doing? I see you have been associated with some vacant land sales in X area. I have a piece of land currently that I am looking to flip to a buyer. Any chance that your buyer, your builders, you yourself are interested in picking up the property? They'll either say yes or they will either say no. They'll send you their details for you to send over the address and the price that you are looking to get. And that's it. So you get their phone number, you give them a call, get their contact information, send over the address of the property and the price you are asking for it. And then from there, if they agree, you are going to go ahead and just write up the assignment of contract. So if this guy right here says no, he's not interested, you're going to do the same thing with this one right here. You're going to call them. You're going to call this one right here. You are going to call this one right here. And then if you really want to keep it super simple, you can just Google builders or home builders, for example, in Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina. And as you can see, there's going to be a ton of home builders that pop up right here. Give them a call, present the property to them. You do not have to sell them. They do not care. Just show them the property, the address, and the price, and that is all they care about. You don't need to make small talk on the phone, get in contact, and send over the property and the price you are looking to get. As far as finding builders and buyers, there's not much more to it. You need to build relationships, you need to be persistent, and you need to follow up with people if you send them the property and they don't end up coming back and making an offer. They're busy and they don't have a lot of time in their day. This is not their top priority. Make sure you follow up, and that's about it. Build up your list, keep reaching out, do deals with them. They'll respect you and they'll come to you when they need lots. Now, if you really want to learn the intricacies and the details, the importance of this process, you can go ahead, you can book a call with me. We'll talk about it, we'll discuss it, I'll walk you through it. Yes, I'm willing to help because we can partner on deals. Now, it's very important that you understand, yes, this is simple. Yes, this is doable, but there's a little bit more to it that you have to learn and that will take you time to learn. But that's why I'm here to help, so you can book a call. But now let's go ahead. Let's talk about the last thing you are going to do to actually get paid. So now step number 5, the last step. You found the market, you reached out to sellers, you got the contract signed, you found a builder to take it. Let's say we got a signed contract for $30,000 and we found a home builder to pay $38,000. We have $8,000 in between. You signed a purchase and sale agreement with the seller. Then we will go ahead and sign an assignment of contract with the buyer. You are flipping the contract to the buyer. It is no longer yours. You make the $8,000 in between. How do you get paid? You take those two contracts, you send them to a title company. The title company will process the entire transaction. They will do everything for you. You're not paying a dollar. The builder pays for all of this. Once the deal is closed and done, you get a wire transfer or a check, whatever you prefer, directly in your name to your bank account, however you want it. The title company will handle the whole process. The buyer will send the money to the title company. The title company will pay the seller the $30,000 they are owned, and then the title company will give you your $8,000 middleman fee. So that is it for this video. Again, if you really want to learn how to turn this into a legitimate business, go ahead, book a call with me. We'll chat chat about it. I'll give you a game plan. We can partner on deals. We can make this easy so that you don't make mistakes and you don't waste money. Hopefully you got a lot out of this video, and we'll be speaking here pretty soon. Now, I know we did not cover contracts today. That is a fully separate video and a completely different topic. I will go ahead and drop the link to that video right here. You can watch that next. I will break down the purchase and sale agreement, the assignment of contract, and everything you need to know about those two contracts and how to use them. All right, I'm logging off. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll keep putting videos out for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next and drop all your questions. Peace.